I don't think anyone asked you about Jenna and Laia Cadena not being in the squad for Tuesday night, whether they're available in any other team use.
They have been managing minor issues. I think Cody's a little bit further ahead, so there's one more session to go. She might be able to travel, so we'll see how she goes tomorrow. Jenna, I don't think will travel.
Okay, and is that it? Everyone else available, bar what we already know?
I think so, yeah. We screened them all today and they've been assessed and everything. We've been on the pitch. Nothing new has been flagged, so everyone should be okay.
And I was just wondering about the kind of challenge you expect from Everton. Obviously they've had the same manager for a while. I think we're quite familiar with how they play, but I think certainly one of the things they've been able to add is probably a lot more counter-attacking threat than maybe they've had in the past. And I think we definitely saw that against Man City and a bit against Chelsea. What kind of threat are you expecting from them, and also maybe a bit about managing what they're able to do on the counter?
Yeah, I think I highly respect Everton and Brian for the team they are, and they're a very unpredictable team and they can do different things. So it's always at the start of the game having a good look at what their plan is and how what their structure is and what they try to do. Transitions, they've been extremely clinical from their transitions, so we have to manage that really well, because we know the strength they have with the quality of players that can set it up and the quality of players that can finish it. So they have quality and speed up top, so we'll have to manage that really well. It's one of their big weapons. If you look at the way they defended their last game when they got the 1-0 win, they defended for their lives in the box, and I think goalkeeper saves a lot of shots and moments, and so we expect the same. So I think I can imagine they take a lot of belief out of that performance, and so we expect a hard game against Everton. I think if you look at the Twente game, we might be asked similar questions, or there will be similar challenges. But I think the physicality, the tempo will go up, and I think they like you just mentioned, they have a lot of threats on transition.
And just to ask a kind of broader question, I appreciate Arsenal still have 3 games to go until the winter break, but I mean Arsenal in terms of the squad are in a situation where there's quite a few contracts, I believe up at the end of the season, quite a few senior players as well. Average age of the squad is about 28, 29. I wonder at what point does thinking really start turning towards that? Maybe is the winter break a good time? Have those conversations already started? I know you won't give me specific details, but at what point does that really start to kind of become a priority?
Yeah, it's constant. That's also my big learning. You think it's from window to window, but it's much more, because you're constantly working and planning and succession planning and assessing the status quo and how we need to move forward. And we have a lot of people in the club working in the background, and so there's constant planning happening. So always looking at what we need, what are the strengths in the squad, where do we want to add, what do contract situations look like. So that's a constant.
And in terms of who's obviously Claire will be involved in those conversations, and obviously players themselves and their agents, but how does that all come together?
Yeah, we have a technical committee with a couple of key persons in the club working on long-term planning. Recruitment is involved, I am involved, Claire, Julie Taylor. So there's a good group of people. So what we think is important, that we make good decisions where everyone is aligned, and what is best for the here and now, what's good for the future. So I think we always have really good discussions.
And you mentioned the future there. Just a last question from me. Layla Harbert, has done her kind of loan spell at Portland Thorns, and obviously out of her comfort zone and having to fight for her place with a world-class player. Just your kind of impression of what that experience had been like for her as a loan, but also have you spoken to her yet about plans for the second half of the season? She plays a position where arguably maybe there's a bit of a gap in the squad.
Very happy to have Layla in the club. Very talented midfielder. Has been performing well. Spoke to her. She came back in this week. Spoke to her about her loan in Portland, and it was a really good experience for her. She's a young adult, and it was good from a footballing perspective. Seeing new things, another league, more transitional, more physical. but also from a growing as a person point of view, because you go on an adventure on the other side of the world, and everything is new, and you have to regulate yourself, and you have to do more things and take responsibility yourself, connect with other people, connect with other cultures. So that's been really good for her. I think we have a really good loan program at the club. We've seen some successful ones. Unfortunately, Mish got injured, but that was a really successful loan. Rosa, of course, who's now also at loan at Brighton. Katie Reed's journey is gone through different loans, Mish as well. So now we're really happy with the structure we have, and we have to look at every individual. Do they stay here? Is it academy football? Is it getting training time with the first team with us, or is it going on a loan? So every individual is different, and we try to find the right pathway for everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Robert.
Hi Renee. First of all, I was going to get your reaction to Chloe Kelly being amongst the 6 contenders for BBC Personality of the Year, based on her success last season with the Women's Champions League and also the Women's Euros with the Lionesses.
That's news to me. So I haven't been. I don't read a lot of news. I haven't been. I haven't seen it, but of course, Chloe is a very a big personality for us as well. So she brings that edge on the pitch, and she's been very successful. Her last season has been very successful, coming to us, going back to Arsenal, and being really important for us, winning the Champions League with us, and then everything they achieved with England and the role she played for England. So she's had a really good season. So yeah, always happy for individuals when they flourish, when they achieve things. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. But we're of course very happy that Chloe's with us and that she's been so successful.
And looking at the game with Everton, what was your reaction to seeing them win at Chelsea last week?
Like I just said, the way they defended, they gave everything. Got some help from the posts and the crossbar and a ball dancing on the line, but they gave everything, and I think they created it for themselves. And then, like I just said, they're so clinical on the transition, and you could see that in that game as well. I think Chelsea had a lot of moments in the box, passes in the box, finishes in the box. Incredible amount of shots, but Everton defended that well. And, like I just said, they probably will take belief out of their performance, and we will have to face that. And let's see. Like I said, they are unpredictable, so let's see what they will do against us.
And they've retained their previous stadium, Goodison Park, for the women's team. What was your thoughts on that? Keeping the iconic stadium for the women's Everton team.
Great. I know it's a stadium with a lot of history. I haven't been there yet, so it will be my first time. But of course, great. I think Everton has been part of the WSL for a long time, and pushing. And I don't know, Brian is doing so much as well on the pitch on a daily basis, but also things in the background. And it will be a nice moment to go to Goodison Park and play.
Alright, just I suppose on the supporters travelling up to Merseyside probably quite early on Saturday morning, over 1,000 I think at the moment we're expecting. So what are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, fantastic. I think I can take a moment to thank the fans so far for 2025. There's 3 games left to play for us, no more home games. But if you look at it, like you say, travelling early, the early kickoff against Liverpool, and the amount of fans that we get at the Emirates, and I know everyone has been travelling from far, or some have been travelling from far to see us so early in the day. So we appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. I'm very thankful for the support we get as a team, and so that's the home games for 2025, and we have 3 away games left. It's incredible that there will be so many fans. Everton away, so and I hope I take a moment to say thank you to the fans for 2025. They've been incredible.
Great, we'll come to the call now with yourself, Dan.
Hi Renee, hope you're well. Obviously Everton have taken all of their points away from home so far, so I just wonder how the challenge kind of differs playing Everton at Goodison Park, and what you've kind of made of their home performances, and maybe what's gone wrong for them so far.
Of course, I've been watching the relevant games, and I think it's been close. I think a lot of games are close. It's 1 goal differences. I think every team has their strengths and weaknesses. When they get to play to their strengths, then they can really bring something. If you and that's the same for every team. If you find a way to exploit their weaknesses, then opposition can do something. So it's been close in their games, and even I think the United game is a bigger score, but the goals come late. So they're a good team. Like I said, I think it's hard for every team to prepare for Everton because they're unpredictable in the shape and structure, their personnel, and all different things. So I think they're a really good team. So.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Renee. Best of luck. Thank you.
Good stuff, guys. We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you there.